Aliens. Yep, aliens. They ask us to explain human behavior tonight. What if aliens landed on Earth, not to invade us, not to steal cows, not to blow up landmarks, none of that bullshit, but just to ask why humans act like confused, emotional women on menopause all the time? Tonight, we're answering 35 weird alien questions about human behavior, and honestly, I don't think Earth survives this cross-examination as a species. That's my opinion. Hey, I'm Joey Schitz here. This is my brother, Milo. Am I pointing in the right direction, my brother?
Yep.
This is my brother, Milo Giggles over here. Together we make Schitz and Giggles. And welcome to our show. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm doing excellent. I just had a wonderful day. Had a lot of things to take care of. Everything went smoothly. I'm happy to be alive and happy that I don't have to explain myself to aliens right now.
You should be happy you don't have to explain yourself, man, because they ask some really bizarre questions, I tell you. Like if an alien asked you why humans pretend to be fine when they clearly are not, what would you tell them?
Well, probably I will say, man, let me put it to you this way. If you ask me if how am I doing, and I say, man, I'm doing bad, you're gonna be looking at me like, just say fine and then shut the fuck up.
Right? I mean,
don't go into details.
Well, think about why do humans always say I'm fine when they're clearly not? I mean, that's a strange human behavior. Is it because we don't think because people don't want to know our business? We don't want to tell our business? Is it because we want to seem like we're doing as good as everybody else? I mean, there's so many different reasons for that.
Man, to be honest with you, the thing is that most of the people don't really care how you're doing. You know, they just ask you, how you doing? And expect, I'm good, thank you, how about you? And they go, I'm good, thank you, and bye-byes.
Have you ever turned that around on somebody, and when they say, "All right, how you doing?" you go, you know what? You know what? Today was just the worst day of my life, and if I was honest, I've got calluses on my feet, and it's very hard to walk. And going to this store over here, it's a real pain in my ass. But my wife doesn't stop nagging at me. I mean, have you ever thrown that and turned that around to somebody when they say, "How you doing?" instead of saying, "Fine"? You know what? I'm not.
I always wanted to do that. But every time somebody, there's a handful of persons that I can talk with, and when I'm not fine and actually talk, one of them is you. So basically, I don't really, even if I'm down or I have the blues or something like that, I always say I'm fine. Everything is okay. Don't worry about it. You know what I mean? But I do have a couple of people that I can speak freely to. So basically, I think that's why basically everybody says they're fine, even though they're not, because they know deep inside nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Man, I have done that once before to strangers. Man, don't do it to people you know. You got to do it to strangers.
No. Yeah.
You got to do it to strangers, and I have done that once or twice before. Not got so detailed as callous feet, but I have had some just for the fun of it. I had people say, "How you doing? Fine." Are like already answering for me? How you doing? Fine. And I'd be like, actually, as they got their back turned to me, actually, I'm not doing so good right now.
This thing happened to me in Germany. I was crossing. Actually, when you were visiting me in Germany with your family, and we were riding the bikes, right? And you know that bridge over the water.
Yeah.
I actually met a guy. I was going this direction. He was coming towards me, and I said hello, like you used to say in Germany, just say hello to everybody. And the guy started talking, and I did not expect that. Because usually it's hello, and that's it. The guy started talking, and he started telling me the story, how he started a couple of 100 kilometers away, and he's gonna have another 600 kilometers to ride on his bicycle. He was heading that direction, and he met these guys over there, and he met those people over there, and I was like, hey, I just wanted to say hello.
Right? He put you into that spot.
Yeah. But I did stay with him, and I did spoke with him for about 2 minutes, something like that. It was a long hello.
Man, I'm one of those people guilty of saying to people sometimes, "Hey, how you doing?" And then having them kind of like rushing them along. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, just
So
I gotta go. I gotta go.
gotta go. I gotta go. So yeah, I'm guilty of that a little bit. But man, what do you think of that?
I like it.
You like the way that looks?
Yep. But you know what we should do? We should actually mirror the image. So I would have the Shits and Giggles with the blue next to your Shits and Giggles with the blue, you know?
Yeah, but one of us has to mirror, which means one of us doesn't like the way it is when it is. See, I don't like looking at my reverse lettering.
No. It's gonna be everything is gonna be the same. I'm gonna move the writing from one side to another.
Oh, you mean for the next time? You mean for the
Yeah,
next time?
yeah.
I understand. Okay. So you're going to reverse it actually on the picture instead of us actually, and this way we keep our cameras the same.
Exactly.
And change the writings to a different color.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Do that as well. And then they're sitting right next to each other, two different colors, and
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, man, you know what my version of fine is? Fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. So when somebody says to me they're fine, I'm like, well, you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about it? Because
you really want to talk about it.
you're not okay. If aliens ask you why humans pay money to be scared in haunted houses, and then turn around and turn all the lights on in their own house at night because they're afraid of the dark, how would you explain that? What would you tell the alien? Tonight we're speaking about what if aliens asked us about our stupid human behaviors. How would we explain it? It's a light night. It's Tuesday night, so it's a light night. Normally, our Sundays and Thursday topics are more into the nitty gritty of stuff, but Tuesday nights are lighthearted. So you join over here in the chat, give us your answers, let us hear what you have to say, and let's just laugh together a little bit. So why do you suppose people pay money to go into haunted houses? And then go home because they're afraid of the dark or don't want their house all dark because it's too scary or spooky or how can you explain that?
Man, I think it's adrenaline. We like adrenaline for some reason. I don't know why, but we do not like the side effects of the adrenaline rush that we get there, right? Like you said, you're gonna go into a haunted house, pay a lot of money to be there. And then for the next month, you're going to be with the lights on everywhere in your house just so you don't get scared.
Man, I don't know. I can't answer for the haunted house thing, but I do know, man, I'm the man who's not afraid of very much. But I think I told this story a few months ago, I think, during something else. But I was watching a movie called The Fourth Kind. Have you ever seen it?
I don't think so.
Man, I was watching, man, talk about, this is one of those things where all the stars aligned in exactly the perfect position. I was watching this movie, Fourth of a Kind, right. I won't tell you anything about it, but it's about aliens and things like that, right? It's about that, but it is super, super creepy. It's super creepy, dude. It's super creepy. And anyway, the way that my house sits and the way that I am, the way that I sit in my room, I'm against the wall with my back towards my bedroom door, for instance, right? So yeah. and so I don't see anything that's happening down the hallway or when people come in or anything like that. And I'm looking straight at the wall. So I'm watching this on my computer, and the movie ends, and it's 1:00 in the morning, something like this. I'm watching it by myself at night. I've got the lights on in the house, and I swear, and I mean to the millisecond, just as the movie ended, and it ends with like a white shot, you know what I mean? And kind of a weird, freaky shot. It ends like with that, you know what I mean? And just as the movie ends, all the lights go off. Not just the lights off in my house, the lights off in the street, the lights off, like all the power in the neighborhood went off. Like exactly that millisecond. Dude, I sat frozen for about 2 seconds, and I live in a very dark area. I sat frozen for like 2 seconds at my computer, just looking forward, going, oh, and I'm not a man who's afraid of the dark, but oh no. I sat, and then I got into my bed and tried to lay there another 10 minutes. I couldn't do it, man. I was freaked out. So I ran into my wife and my son to where my wife and son were sleeping. I didn't run. I walked. I felt my way through the dark, and I got into their room, and I sat down next to my wife, and I'm just sitting there on the edge of her bed, on the edge of the bed with her, and I'm sitting there, and she wakes up, and she goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "All the lights are off." She goes, "And it's nighttime." I said, "Yeah, but all the lights are off. You don't understand." She said, "No." I said, "But." She goes, "What do you want me to do about it?" She goes, "What do you want? If there's something wrong, you want somebody to get us too?" I said, "Well, yeah, at least I won't be alone. And we go as we live as a family, we die as a family, right?" That's my line of thinking. No, I had to call my sister in America. I picked up the phone, called her, fucking talked to her. I was like, "What?" I couldn't take it, dude. I couldn't take it. I couldn't take it. So, paying money for haunted houses and things like that, I don't need to do, because I feel like we get enough of that scare in our regular life. But I honestly wouldn't know how to explain to an alien or to anybody else why human beings do that. I guess, like you say, to get an adrenaline rush.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. And you have to take in consideration that we love the ghosts, the everything that's paranormal, right? So it's interesting for us because it piques the curiosity. What could it be? Is somebody gonna scare me after this corner? And
That's
they scare
true,
you,
right?
and you get scared.
Well,
Man, I have a flashlight. Imagine this: I have a flashlight in the kitchen, I have a flashlight in the living room, and I have a flashlight in the bedroom, just in case.
why? Just in case what?
Oh, power goes out, and I might be watching a horror movie or something.
Do you like horror movies? I don't like them. I don't
I,
like them at all.
man, I like them. I saw a movie. It's called The Grudge. Now
Yeah, 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 yeah. I heard about this movie.
that was the only movie that actually I had nightmares about, right? So I was sleeping one night, and I woke up because I was feeling the blanket on top of me pulling down, right? And when I
Mhm.
opened my eyes, but I was still asleep, I guess. When I opened my eyes, I saw that woman in that white gown. How do you call it? That, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
with her
The
hair
nightgown.
down, yeah, down with her black hair down her face, just pulling on my blanket, and I was like, "Oh Jesus!"
Man, creepy stuff, man. Creepy stuff. Our brains do some amazing things, man, don't they?
Babe.
Man, if aliens asked you which human emotions should be deleted in the next software update, which one would you choose? Which human emotion do you think should be kicked out?
Hello, Benny,
Huh.
and welcome, man.
Hello, Mario.
How
Which
how how,
human emotion should be kicked out?
how do you call that emotion when you blush?
Embarrassment.
Ah,
Yeah,
is it
embarrassment. That
embarrassment? Yeah, yeah, that one. Uh, get rid of that. We don't need it.
the
You need
embarrassment.
fear. You need fear because fear saves your life. You need happiness, right? But you don't really need embarrassment, right? You don't really need it.
Well, I don't know. I think embarrassment kind of keeps your moral convictions together. It lends into shame. It lends
Yeah.
into shame. Embarrassment gives you shame. Mario says envy, and Vinay say being shy. They would be the
Oh, Mario, that's a good one. Envy. Yes,
Mario
yes,
says
yes.
envy. Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that's a good one.
And Shane and Vinay says shy. Man, envy is a good one. I think envy is a good one. Uh, and I think they both are. I think being shy. I think those are two human emotions that should get left out of the thing. I think hatred. I think hatred. That's an emotion, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, yeah, it's an emotion. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
With envy, I see a good side to envy in a way. Because envy in a way
Pushes you forward to be
pushes you
better.
forward. Yeah, it gives you motivation. It lends into the motivation category. Envy
Yeah.
can lead you into the to move forward category. Shy, hatred for evil is good. For evil, Yeah, for evil things, that I guess that would be true. When you're talking about a shy emotion, like Vinay says, uh, shy. Yeah, I don't see too much reason for shy. That's one I
Yeah,
think could get thrown out of there.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
a limiter.
yeah,
Limits us as
you
humans.
lose a lot of opportunities because you're shy.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that could be kicked out easily.
man. So which one do you say? You say embarrassment. You say yeah. I'm trying to think of if you're trying to think of a different word. When you blush. When you blush, it's basically an embarrassment. You're actually embarrassed,
Yeah,
but not the embarrassed way like you did something wrong. Embarrassed way of
yeah. Imagine walking down the street and your pants falls down.
yeah.
I just have to do it.
Yeah, that can be embarrassing, man. Take it from somebody who knows. Take it from somebody who knows. Yeah, man. And I wasn't wearing underwear either.
Yeah, that was the.
And I wasn't wearing underwear either, dude. The pants just fell right. My pants just fell right in the middle of the boulevard, man. Over by your roll piece over there, man. Right over there. My pants just fell down as I was walking. I mean, we've all had pants that don't quite fit right. You know what I mean? Well,
Yeah,
these ones, as I was walking, I was kind of like just walking, walking fast. They just fell all the way down, and there were people everywhere. There were people everywhere. So yeah,
and you had to bend to pick them up.
of course I had to bend. I did not squat. I bended. I bent. Yeah, that is another one. Pride is another one. Mario says pride. He would get rid of pride if he could. No, I would not. I disagree with that one.
No.
I
Pride
think
is
pride is a
good.
good thing to have.
It's good to be pride.
Proud. Yeah, it is, right?
Proud.
It's
Yeah,
a good thing to have pride. I think so too. It gives you the sense of success, gives you the sense of ability, gives you, now overconfident is one. Man, I think there's a lot of emotions that us humans could do without. If an alien asked you to describe your personality using only a restaurant food, what would you say? Your personality is most like me, paella. Do you know what paella is?
No.
Does anybody know what paella is? Paella is that seafood dish. It's a Spanish seafood dish, and it has calamari, it has shrimp, it has mussels, it has squid, it has clams, it has like two or three other kinds of seafoods in it, and it's all mixed in on top of rice with tomatoes and those scallion onions and everything. My point is, my personality described as a restaurant food would be all over the place, scrambled all over the place. It's got the one main dish, seafood. I'm one main way, but I could be any way in between all of that. I can be your squid. I can be your shrimp. I would say paella. Paella would be my personality, my food personality.
I think I'll be a schnitzel.
A schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
How do you get with a schnitzel? How would your personality be a schnitzel, dude?
Because you have to beat the schnitzel before you cook it, right?
You do have to do that, man. You have to flatten it out, make it tender and stuff like that. Yes, you do. But then you got to dip it in egg. You got to dip it in flour. Then you got to deep fry it.
And after you beat it, it becomes delicious, my brother. After you put it in the egg, in flour, in oil, it's the best. No, man, I don't know. I don't know what I would choose, to be honest. You have a point there, right? You choose the good dish, but I don't know to compare myself with a dish.
Well, get back to the other one. Mario says I confuse confidence with pride, but I don't. They're two different things. Of course, confidence is confidence. I can do that. Confidence is I'm sure I am able to do that. Confidence is, I am good at this, I believe. Pride is I have accomplished that. Pride is I have done that. Pride is you accepting the kudos and being happy with yourself and knowledgeable with yourself that you are able to do that, that your confidence was correct in
Yeah.
that you could do that. So I don't confuse the two. I don't confuse the two at all. I absolutely know the difference, but I still think that they're both good things. Now, he also says that he would be a pizza Napoli.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure what the pizza Napoli has on it. Is that the one with the black olives and everything on it? The black olives and it's bitter and salty but lovely. He says it's bitter, salty, and lovely. Hello, Echo Drift.
Hey, Echo Drift, welcome.
Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Tonight we're talking about if aliens came down and asked us a bunch of questions about the human, I want to say psychology, but not the psychology, about humans, about humans in general. Yeah. Our habits, our habits, our thoughts, our ways of being. So tonight's what if aliens asked? If aliens asked us, how would we describe these things to her, to them? I shouldn't say her. That's kind of misogynist, but at the same time. Mario says the Napoli is, because I'm curious to know, the Napoli pizza has anchovies, capers, olives, and sun-dried tomatoes. All right, I knew about the olives, the tomatoes, and I was pretty sure about the capers, but I did not know about the anchovies. Yeah, so, man, yes, yeah, that definitely is, that definitely is bitter and salty. That's definitely bitter and salty. Oh, you're a mean guy, dude. You're a mean guy. You describe yourself like that. You know what I mean? So if aliens asked you what your brain does when nobody is supervising it, what would you confess?
Man, my brain goes all over the place, from flying pigs to house projects to designing a car to finding a new way for travel. I'm all over the place, all the time, constant, 24/7.
Man, I'm not 100% sure how to answer that one and do it in a PG kind of a way.
Oh,
If aliens ask you what your brain does when nobody is supervising it, what would you confess? I'm really not sure, because my brain does a lot of things when it's not supervised. I would have to say the one thing my brain does do mostly when I'm alone and there's nothing there, I would have to think of ways to make money, and sometimes they're not all legit ways. They're not all legit ways. I mean, that's the best PG version to put it. I mean, I could tell you the other things, the other parts I'd have to confess, but then, we'd have to make this for adults only, this whole show. So
that's not good.
That's not okay. I'd rather not. So I would have to say, for me, when my brain's not being monitored, it would have to be ways of thinking money, ways of making money. And a lot of the ways I think to make money are not legit ways, or they're not, something that we'd consider to be, nice.
Well, my brother, you have to take in consideration the fact that 99.9% of the people with money make their money mostly illegal.
Yeah, well, that's the whole reason why they say nice guys finish last.
Oh, yeah.
Because in order to make that kind of money, where you see these guys making lots and lots of money, not everybody, there are the exceptions. So, for all those who are the exceptions, kudos to you for doing it the right way, and bravo for having that kind of ability, knowledge, item, experience, whatever it is that got you that money. Kudos to you. But I find it most often than not, it's the people who will stab another person in the back, including their best friend, lie to you, cheat from you, steal from you, and do everything they have to make that money. For me, having a business who relies on people going into people's homes and stuff like that, and charging them a set amount of money to do a job. And most of them, and a lot of them have money, the people's houses that I go into, and they are the worst, because they're the ones who, you give them a price, I don't know, throw $300. You give them a price of $300. Man, they're chewing you down. They're like, man, 150, 120, 150. They're the ones chewing you down, right? To the bare minimums, to where you just want the job to make money, and you're saying, okay, for such little money. But then you go to somebody who's a working guy, and really, I mean, when I say a working guy, blue collar, mid range money, or you tell them $300, they're like, here's 300 plus. You did a great job. Here's another 50 tip.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what I mean. This is kind of where it's at. So, man, I think it's like that, man.
There's a
Yeah.
guy. There's actually a guy I watch a lot of his videos on the internet. I don't really know his name, to be honest, but he makes millions. He started by playing games and streaming himself while playing games on Twitch. And right now he only makes short videos, games sometimes, and stuff like that. But he makes millions, and they're all legit money. He doesn't steal. He doesn't do shady business. Nothing. He pays his taxes. And he said, man, to be honest with you, I make millions, but I live on $3,500 a month. He pays rent. He eats like me and you from fast foods, pizzas, and stuff like that. He doesn't drive a luxury car.
I agree with some of that. But if I had that kind of money, I wouldn't be paying rent. I'd have my own place. I wouldn't be eating luxury foods all the time, but I don't think I'd be eating fast foods. I think I'd be eating at the, mediocre diners or the mediocre restaurants in town a lot. I think if I had millions of dollars, I might have a cook. I might have a cook come in. I'd definitely have a cleaning lady come in, so I don't have to worry about that. These kind of things. But Myra says respect and honor are part of integrity. Your name means more than money you make. And I agree full-heartedly with that. I agree full-heartedly with that, man. It does not matter. If you have to hurt somebody to make your money, it ain't worth it. So that guy you're talking about, he's one of the guys, kudos to him, man, making his money legit, not living above it, not making other people feel wrong. But I also don't think just because you have money that you should, you can't flaunt it a little bit. Luxury cars, not necessary. I don't need a luxury car. Man, I'd be very happy having a brand new car that costs, I don't know, $40,000. Nowadays, that's not a luxury car. That's just a decent new car, $40,000, and a motorcycle for $20,000, a house for $250,000. Man, I'd be more than happy with something like that. It's slightly, and all paid cash. I'd be happy with that. That's not luxury, but that's, enjoying your money a little bit.
Yeah. I'm with
Vacation, several vacations a year, But these are the kind of things I would do. But I agree with Mario over here in the chat saying respect, and what I put up there, respect and honor are part of integrity. And one thing I like to think about myself, I have integrity. So if aliens asked you why humans say, excuse me for farting or burping or other things when nobody's around, what would you tell them? Like for instance, I know what that means. It's like I have plenty of times burped or done something. I'd say, excuse me, and I'm by myself.
It's a habit. It's a habit. That's what I would say. It's a habit because it's rude to do that in front of people, and you usually excuse yourself when something like that happens. And out of habit, you just say it even when you're alone. You just go, oh, I'm sorry about that.
Okay, well, now that brings me into the other part of it then. So then when you say I'm sorry originally, when people are there, you truly don't mean it, do you? You truly don't mean it.
No.
You don't mean it at all. You're just saying the words just because it's expected of you.
Yeah.
Explain that. Explain that.
It's a normal body function, right? It stinks sometimes. So it's bad for the people around you. So that's why you were supposed to say sorry. Sorry for intoxicating you for a couple of seconds, but you will be A-okay.
But Vinay says, yeah, like funeral cover, they take, and when you claim the struggle with them or they can't find the policy. Vinay, I hope this isn't something that just happened to you. I hope that's not something that just happened to you with your grandpa, because that sucks whenever you have any kind. I think it sucks having to pay anything for a funeral in the first place, man.
Yeah,
I think that sucks. I think that's anything. The one thing I do like about it here in Romania is that they do give you a decent hunk of money when you die. They give your family a decent hunk of money to help bury you. In a lot of countries like America, a funeral is $7,000, $8,000, and you get zero help.
Yeah, I think here to make a decent funeral, you will need around 1,500 euros,
Yeah, yeah,
and the mayor's office is gonna help you with close to 1,000 euros.
something like that, which I
Yeah,
think is
and
that's one of the damn decent things I think of them.
and most of the companies that you work for here in Romania, usually they help you with 150 to 100 euros as well. And on top of that, on some companies, you have the people chipping in a little bit for helping you.
That
So at the end of the day, it's almost you don't have to take money out of your pocket.
I think that's a really good thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let me tell you a story. When
Are
my
you
father
not looking at us? Are you not looking at us? What do you look at when you talk?
here,
And where is here?
here's the camera, my brother. But at the same time, since I have the new studio, there's a small gap right here where I see the cars coming in and going out. And it keeps going.
But you don't see your brother. You don't see your brother.
I do see now.
It's a question. It's like a big question mark.
Oh, I really did not take that in consideration. But
No.
now it's already there. It's already there.
Oh, we hear it's not okay. TV do not believe in smoking.
No,
What
we
are
do
you
not.
doing?
It's a nasty habit. You should not try it. You should not do it.
So let me get over here to the chat real quick before we continue on. I collect knives, so if I had a mega money, my collection would be a full museum. Yeah, I understand. Well, everybody has some sort of collection, I would say, don't you?
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Renee, I like knives too. So we have two knife collectors. Mine is never to break into nobody's home down there because they might not be guns, but they're sharp.
Man, they're gonna get you from a distance. They're gonna go like. Phew, phew, phew.
Myro says I have cover, but it's good cover. They paid out when my father passed away. So I guess they have like a death insurance down there where.
Oh yeah, it's. I was trying to say when my father passed away, the company that he worked for actually covered all the expenses.
Well, I'm,
So
it's crazy because, like I say, in America, I think it cost my mother something like $6,000 to bury my father, and he didn't have insurance. They didn't have insurance, and the state doesn't give you anything. And a casket alone is something like $2,400. And then the services, and then the transportation, and blah blah. It was something like, if I remember correctly, it's $5,000 or $6,000 for the whole thing. Food, food for
yeah,
everybody because you go out afterwards for the food, and it's not like here where you bring the food and give somebody a little sachet. No, you
yeah,
take people out to a restaurant and you eat or something. Not everybody, but the closest people. So this kind of thing happens. Ours is good, but they come with shit. I have 4 policies, but they come with shit. I have 4 policies, but struggling. Metropolitan and Liberty. I guess those are the name of the companies.
yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Man, I don't know what to say. I'm asking to be cremated. I told my wife, cremate me, man. Do not bury me or anything like that. Number one, I don't want to be in the ground forever. Number two, cremation, burial, it's about the same amount of money, but you don't have to pay for a monthly or annual fee on the lot and the maintenance anymore. You
I think
don't
it's
have to go back, and I don't want people coming back and visiting me 6 months or 1 year it's not necessary. You know what I mean? That's not
yeah.
necessary once I'm gone.
It's
So
an annual tax, and if you want to do work on the grave, right? If you want to do some concrete work or change the monument, the cross or whatever, you have to pay extra for that. If you want to do anything, you have to pay before
you
you
have to
start
pay.
working. Yeah.
You have to pay. Echo Drift. Are you telling me I'm wrong? It wasn't 5 or 6,000. It was $9,000. That's
Yeah.
buh. That's ridiculous, man.
Man,
In case anybody didn't know, Echo Drift is my mother. She hated that I told everybody that, so I'll just repeat it.
a little bit.
Yeah. So she is my mother. I got $9,000. I had no idea that it was that expensive. None. Man, If aliens asked what part of being human feels like it was designed at a meeting nobody wanted to attend, what would you say?
Oh, snap.
Snap.
Let's have a warming welcome for Pete Swagger.
For the upper room's main management, CEO, and self-contained chaos, we got Pete Double S Swagger joining us right now.
How
There he
you
is.
doing, Pete?
How you doing?
I'm good. Self-contained chaos. All right. Okay.
Self-contained chaos, man. Self-contained chaos. And I love your colors. I love the colors of your room, your running lights up there, man. They match the It's Not Okay TV just perfecto.
I figured.
Exactly our colors.
Let me blend in. Let me figure.
There you go. There you go. Oh, Pete, tonight we're talking about aliens and shit, man. What do you say? Do you like aliens?
I do appreciate aliens. Are they the legal kind? What kind of aliens we talking about? Extramural? What do we? I don't know. Talk about aliens. Aliens.
Aliens.
Alien, the ones from the sky, man. The ones from the sky.
Not the illegal ones.
But you know what? If they came down here without getting permission, they're illegal aliens too, aren't they?
Technically, yeah.
So technically, they wouldn't be the military's problem. If we had an alien invasion, Homeland Security would have to take care of them. ICE, wouldn't they?
Basically, yeah.
This is true.
This is true, right? Now, if I'm Trump and his boys who are collectively asking for a lot of money for ICE and Homeland Security, this is the direction in which I would go to Congress. Listen, you know we is about to get invaded by aliens. They will be illegal. Therefore, the ICE boys have to take care of them. Our military budget cannot be involved because it will be on sovereign land. So our military cannot be involved. We must up the budget for our Homeland Security to deal with this issue. And how could they be denied on such a case? See, you must think of all possible ways. See, Donald Trump wishes he had me on his team because then I could make him some money.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you'd have some angles for him to look at closer.
There you go. So I just asked if aliens were to ask what part of being human feels like it was designed at a meeting nobody wanted to attend. What would you say? What part of being a human just doesn't feel like it really should be?
Taxes.
Well, that's a policy. That's not being human. What part of being human? What part of being human?
Okay.
When they designed us,
losing your abilities to see, hear, hold your everything together when you get old.
Oh yeah. That sounds like a design flaw. If I'm an extraterrestrial being, I'm like, how did you guys design?
Yeah, I would rather be healthy today and just disappear tomorrow. I will be fine with that. After
no
100
transition.
years, after 120 years of being 35, between 35 and 40 years old, just disappear.
Gone.
I think it would be the fact that we all need to feel the need of status. I don't know what you would call that.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would call that. But that feeling that we as human beings need to feel important.
Ego.
Ego, yeah.
I guess that would be ego, right? I guess that would be ego. I guess that would fall into the ego category. I think that would be the part of being human to me. That was like nobody gave any thought to. Man, let's tamp down the ego on these people, and then they might get along a lot better. There won't be these imbalances of billionaire, trillionaires soon to be, and the rest of us like me. You know, it's not okay this way. Mario thinks puberty, which is also that's a good way. That's a good way of thinking too, you know, in a way. Puberty is one of those human flaws like nobody thought about. True.
Right. It also ties into the death part. You know, it's part of the life experience. Almost like when humans were designed, they had the awkward thing in the beginning and then that awkward thing at the end of life. It's kind of a weird design. If you
Yeah.
Well, the fucked up part about that, Pete, is I think it's a pretty cool design, but I think it's a little messed up. Why? Because they bring us into this world, head all shaking and shit, blah, 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 not knowing what we're talking about, not able to control ourselves, peeing and pissing in the diapers. And we leave this world with our head all shaking, fucking not knowing what we're saying, all peeing and pissing ourselves. They came full circle. See, I think they thought about this. They came full circle. They said, bring them in and send them out the same way.
Yeah, but
and let everything in between be the difference.
The thing that bothers me is the fact that you're conscious at the end when you're peeing and pooping everywhere.
Right.
There's being able to hold your head and stuff. That's the problem.
And you know how you've been better, you can compare it. So you have, you can't miss what you've never had. So you have it, and then it gets taken away. Now I remember.
Oh, now you guys are making it sound pretty freaking evil, dude. Like you thought about it in an evil kind of a way. You're making it sound bad because at first we had no idea. Yeah. Now we know exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
With the wisdom to understand it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up. Now I'm even mad. Now I'm even mad at the creator. You shouldn't have done that. Yeah, man. Hey, Ghost Stomper, glad to have you. Hello. Let me see what do we have. Kashmir says, glad to see you guys down in South Africa are all doing okay. Glad to see you're okay. Vinay, Pete, and everybody else down there from South Africa. Vinay is saying you get to a point when you old. Pete, I don't know what it is. I have the Pete syndrome when I get on here. I get what I call the Pete syndrome. I forget how to fucking read. I forget how to fucking read when I get on the show. Man,
the Pete Rome. The Pete Rome.
Yeah, it's the Pete Rome, man. So you get to a point when you're old that you don't care and don't know you're doing that. That's kind of true too, you know.
That's in some cases. But in some cases, you're fully aware of what's happening. And
so your mind is still fresh and crisp, but the knee is just not playing ball. So the hip is not doing its thing.
That's true. Hello, Malene. Hello, Marianne. I didn't see you guys sneak in there, man. Sorry, I didn't give you the kudos to say hello. Didn't see you sneak in there. Glad to have you join us, man.
In the box.
Man, if aliens said you could go back, because tonight we're talking about if aliens came down from the sky and were to talk to us and talk to us humans, they would ask us a bunch of these ridiculous, some cases ridiculous questions, some cases very good questions, but they would ask us these questions about humanity. So tonight's about getting your answers about what you think it would be, which I'm finding very interesting in some of these because we agree with some and we don't. Malene thinks holding grudges is a bad one. Holding grudges. Yeah, that's a bad one too. But if an alien said you could go back and give one warning to your 18-year-old self, what would it be? If you could go back and give one warning to your 18-year-old self, what would it be? I think for me, be careful of women.
Yeah.
I think for me, honestly, I think it would be beware of a woman.
Yeah.
No, I think it would be. I think if I could go back in time right now, I might say the 18-year-old me be homosexual.
Oh, really? You got to switch teams. How do you?
My switch teams, man. I would have saved a lot of money. I would have saved a lot of grief, a lot of time. Yeah, I'm just trying to say it's a thing. I'm only teasing. But yeah. Ghost Hopper says buy Bitcoin in 2010.
That's exactly what I was talking about because that was like when I was 18. That was like 18 years ago. Yeah, buy Bitcoin.
Doing the math.
I remember somebody offered me to buy Bitcoin at $14 when it was $14, and they tried to get me to buy 200 Bitcoin at the time, and I had the money, and I was like, "Buh." I was like, man, I just didn't know enough about it. And I was like, no, I'm not spending money on digital currency. What is that crap? Didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I'd invest in Microsoft. Maybe Google. Because I'm a little older. I think Google was around 2007, 2006. First $1 trillion company. Maybe I'll do that. But
man, if you invested in Bitcoin, you could buy Google.
Good point. Good point.
Something like that. Yeah.
To maybe throw a serious one here. I often ask myself that question. Well, what would you tell a younger version of yourself? I'd say have a little bit more gusto. When I was younger, I had a bit of a confidence issue. So I would have told myself, start that podcast. You know,
Don't hesitate as much. Just
Yeah,
take it and run with it.
Yeah. I would say that.
See, I've never had that problem myself. I've always ran with anything my brain says. So I would have to slow that down, unfortunately, a little bit. So, yeah, but I think like when it comes to the money aspect of it, Ghost Stomper has right. If I could go back and tell the 18-year-old self myself, I would give him some financial things. But let's take it aside from the money situation. Give yourself a warning, not an advice, a warning. What would the warning be? What would the warning be? What would you have to tell yourself, man, be careful of this, or don't do this, or don't do that?
The warning would be, and I would imagine this is before social media. 18, there was barely any internet. So I would say, be careful of pursuing the validation of strangers online. Just be careful of that social media hype thing that's about,
even if it didn't exist at that time, or it was just very young. Yeah, because you're going back in time. You're telling you've already got the knowledge that is there, and you're giving that 18-year-old the knowledge. Yeah, I think that's good knowledge. I think don't get hooked up with social media. I think that's a good one. Don't get you as we sit here and talk on a podcast on YouTube.
Hey, please like and subscribe, please.
Please, if you like it. Yeah. Thanks, man. Thanks. But what do you think? What do you think, Milo?
Take your boy to the doctor.
Take your boy to the doctor. That would be the one. Yeah, that would be the warning.
Yeah.
The gift of retrospect.
The gift of retrospect, right?
Yeah, hindsight.
I mean, it is like that. If we could go back, they say that's hindsight is 20/20 vision, right? So, well, that's a deep one, brother. That's a deep one. How about if aliens asked you what's the most disgusting food for you to eat at the dinner table? What would you tell them?
Ciorba de burtă.
That's definitely a disgusting one for me. Liver and onion,
or oysters.
Oysters is a natural. Every time I look at an oyster, I give a woman respect. I give a woman respect every time I look at an oyster. I'm sorry, Pete.
Fair enough. Yeah, I was about to say that myself. Squid. I once had squid once. Not very good for me. Yeah.
You know something? I got to be honest. That squid and calamari, the octopus, the squid, all these kind of stuff like that. I never liked it my whole life. I haven't liked it. But you know what? I lived on the ocean. When people looked at me, man, we forgot about that, my brother. We forgot about that. But yeah. Well, but I lived on the ocean most of my life, and it's one of these things that I never did like that. But I just tried it a couple of weeks ago, and I got to admit, it was quite delicious. It was really quite delicious. It was cooked in such a way. In this paella I was talking about, I had it in some paella, and it was delicious. Do you know what paella is, Pete? Have you ever heard of paella?
It's a Portuguese type mixed.
It's like a Portuguese fish. Yeah, seafood dish, mixed with rice and stuff and all that. Exactly.
That's great. We have that here all the time. Yeah. No, that's great. What I had was something boiled or something. It was cooked.
No, not okay. Tripe. Mario says tripe. Ghost Stomper, of course, takes it to a whole different level. Human meat, because people actually eat that. For me, any seafood. So Ghost Stomper, you don't like so I guess you're not a paella eater, Ghost Stomper. Human meat, people do eat that, but I don't know if too many people eat it knowingly. But I have heard rumors that there are sometimes that we might have eaten human meat and never knew about it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a class action lawsuit waiting to happen.
Man, of course it is, but I have heard rumors about it. So I they're rumors. I can't talk about it too much. So Yeah, horse meat, human meat, this kind of stuff that we
Yeah.
actually eat these kind of meats and don't even realize it. So, Icebringer, glad to have you. How you doing, bud? So, listen, if aliens asked you in particular, what would your worst habit be as a roommate? And yeah, what would you say it is? What would you say your worst habit as a roommate would be?
My worst habit, or
Yeah.
as opposed to the other person's worst habit that I don't
Not
like.
opposed to it, not your worst habit. Yeah. Yeah. What would you say? See, now some of these ask about humanity in general, but they're also phrased in the you kind of general thing. So it's kind of more of a for
okay.
you. So you can answer it in a way of what could, if you didn't want to tell me what your worst one is, what would be the worst habit a roommate could do? You could do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, eating food that doesn't really, if it's marked, hey, this is food, eating food that does not really belong to you. Like if my mom made me something special, I put it in the fridge, I mark it, hey, this
Don't eat
mom
my
made.
food.
Hey, you keep your hands off unless I offer it to you. I'd be pissed. I come home from work
From a
and
roommate? I understand that from a work colleague, but from a roommate?
yeah, no. If it's marked, this was made for me by my mom. I don't want you putting your fingers there. No, leave it.
Maybe
I
they
will.
use the fork, dude. Maybe they use the fork. Why do they got to use their fingers?
I know. Yeah, out of here. Yeah, out of here.
I know what you mean, though, because they might have eaten right over the container too and dropped all those little rice petals back inside. Yeah,
I don't
no, I
know.
don't like that either.
Even maybe sneeze.
Maybe even sneezed over. Yeah, mine. I think it's walk around naked. I think that would be the worst thing I do as a roommate. Because as a roommate, when I like to walk around in the buff or in my birthday suit a lot when I can. I like to do that because I'm one of those people. That's just me. I think I like the freedom of it all, when there's nobody around. But and as a roommate, you get caught a lot of times. I've been caught doing that several times by roommates in the past, and it's a little embarrassing. More for them than me, but it's embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for my end, if somebody moves my stuff around,
oh yeah,
everything must have a place. So
if they move your stuff,
if they move my stuff around, not take it, just move it. No.
When you left it in one place, you know where you left it, then you come back, it's gone. Now you got to look for it, but you find it, but it wasn't in the place you left it.
Exactly. I had to search for it. I had to ask for it. I had to pay. I lost time. Time is valuable.
I have a wife who does that all the time. And then when you ask her where did it go, she's like, I don't know. I never touched it. And 3 months later, she goes, oh yeah, I found it over here underneath my bed.
I wonder how we got there.
Yeah, I wonder how it got there, right? I got a wife who does that, man. It's incredible. You never have to worry about that with me, my brother, if we ever live together, because I will never move your shit, but I will put all my shit in front of your shit.
As long as my shit is where I left it, where I put it, it's okay.
Man, let me get over here to the chat. Let me see. Let's see where we left off. Yeah, my uncle is in the army, and he went to the Congo a lot. A lot of crazy stories. Talking to myself while listening to YouTube, Mario says. Ghost Stomper says, in my 20s, total slop and extremely messy. In my 30s, a smoker and OCD issues with things in place. I guess so. Kind of like you and Milo are kind of the same there, Ghost Stomper, when it comes to that. Yeah, truth, Milo, truth. See, he even says it. He says truth, man. He's all about it with you. Team Milo, you got another team player, Milo.
Team Milo.
But he still doesn't like people moving her stuff. And Ghost Arm says, my cats are so well trained, they don't even touch my stuff. Why would you?
No.
I threw that little bit of emphasis in there, Ghost Stomper, but yeah, man. Man, if aliens asked you what smell unlocks a memory from a time gone by, what smell would that be?
Ooh.
For me, it's garbage.
Garbage?
The smell of yeah, because I actually changed the question a little bit. It was supposed to be what unlocks a memory, unwanted memory. But then I was like, which got me locked in my head about the smells. Now, if I have two different smells that get to me, one of them is a perfume of a particular variety. It just brings me right back to my grandparents, right? My grandmother's house and so forth, so on. The other one is garbage. Why? Because I worked in the incinerators of Brooklyn and Queens and Manhattan and New York City for like 8 years. I worked in the garbage incinerators, and the smell, it was so horrible. I swear to God, you ever see those forensic doctors putting that mint under there, that eucalyptus under their nose around a dead body? We at times literally had to do that before we started work and put that stuff under our nose. It was that bad. So when I smell rancid garbage, it flashes me right back, puts me right back into one of those incinerator rooms. Yeah. For me.
I mean, for me, I think it's the smell of early rain when it hits a hot tarmac. There's that particular sidewalk neighborhood smell when the rain just hits I don't know. That brings me back to when I used to play football or cricket on the street with my buddies.
Yeah, I think everybody has. I think everybody has that connection with that smell. I mean, I remember it from when I was, I don't know, playing. I was 5 years old, playing outside the block.
Yeah, but the odd thing about that smell, the weird thing about that particular smell is you could smell it 10 times and that memory will never come back to you. It's just there. But then one day, all of a sudden, you're walking and you smell that same exact smell you smelled 3 weeks, 4 weeks before, 2 weeks, and all of a sudden your brain goes back to exactly as you're saying, those memories.
Oh, yeah.
That's the funny thing about that particular smell, because I know what you're talking about. It happened to me the other day too. It brought me back to some fields that I walked when I was 9, 10 years old. I said that to my wife. I was like, man, that smell, it's just like, it's bringing me back to when I was 8, 9, 10 years old. But I had smelled that smell all the time. And it never triggered that memory. It was just this one particular moment in time. And the same with that rain on the asphalt, I think. That kind of smell.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah.
But why do you suppose that does that? I mean, isn't that pretty weird?
It's odd. Maybe it's because smells attached to memories or something like that. And perhaps because, it happened when your brain was still kind of forming. And so it became part of the operating system as opposed to the software.
And it's quite a powerful smell because it's not something that you can smell it or not smell it. You do smell it. Every time it rains, you have that smell, especially in the summer. So probably that's.
Do you guys tick off to your memories every time you smell it?
No,
right? It's just once in a while. That smell snaps you back, right? Okay. Yeah. So Ghost Lumber says, I have a few smells that unlock PTSD, but I also have smells that bring back bliss and happy news. I love the smell of topical fruit flavor. I think that's tropical fruit flavor, right?
Fruit. Yeah,
I can't stand the smell of ants.
Ants? Do ants have a smell?
Yeah. Now that's bizarre for me. I do not know the smell of ants. At least I don't realize. I don't think I know the smell of ants.
Me neither.
But Ghost Stomper says, Vinay asks, do ants really have a smell? So, Vinay, you're like us. And Ghost Stomper says, you can smell ants. It's the folic acid, I think. So he's talking about the ant pee, the ant piss.
Oh, right. I just thought he misspelled ants. I think he maybe wanted to have an extra in there. I don't know.
Well, for Mario, that smell would be freshly cut grass.
I see.
Freshly cut grass can do it. Gotta go. Peace, gents. Peace, Mario. Glad to have you join us. Thank you very much. Ants generally smell like pungent chemicals when crushed or threatened, with the most common description being rotten coconut or blue cheese or vinegar. Now, first of all, I don't like rotten coconut, but I do love coconut, and I love blue cheese, and I drink a thing of vinegar almost every morning by itself because that's supposedly supposed to help your libido.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I said supposedly. So do not.
You should mix it with water and a teaspoon of honey. It's easier to drink it.
Oh,
Maybe no. Well, the vinegar actually supposedly helps clear out your helps with your blood and stuff. If you put a little turmeric in it, some vinegar, turmeric, and I eat a lot of beets and stuff like that. So we'll see. I don't think it really works. That's what I'm saying. If aliens asked you what band, artist, or type of music you listen to during emotional distress, what would be your answer?
Tupac.
Tupac.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
In the time of the emotional distress, you listen to Tupac. Now, you see, for me, it's, again, a multi-answered thing. It depends. If it's a distress like anger or something like that, I'm listening to a different music. If it's a distress like sadness about love or life, I'm listening to a different kind of music.
That's the thing about Tupac. He covers everything.
So Tupac, no matter what emotional distress you're under, you put Tupac
Find a
on.
song that fits your needs.
I don't have a particular band or necessarily a particular sound, but what I do have is lyrics. When I get into emotional distress, it's not so much about. See, I normally like the beat of a song. I like the beat. That's what it's about for me, right? But when I'm in distress emotionally, whether it's anger, happiness, sadness, doesn't. If I had to put it all into one, it would be just whatever the lyrics, whatever song the lyrics came closest to what I'm feeling at that moment.
Right.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing about you, because you like to sing the song, you like to be there with the song. That's why the lyrics are so important for you.
Yeah. That's true. I do.
As opposed to having the music just portray the feeling, like if it's a big drum beat, and that's what that is. Yeah.
You're right. My brother knows me well. I'm that guy who likes to sing it because I sing it with all my freaking heart, and I get into it, and that gets off that rage or that anger or that hurt. I just literally get it out of me instead of screaming at somebody or screaming, oh,
Yeah, you just like
Figaro. Yeah, it's this kind of shit. So, Ghost Stomper, he plays side trance for everything.
Man.
Everything look, Ghost Stomper, correcting you, my brother. Banner at the bottom is incorrect. I think it says +3 and nope. Ghost Stomper.
No, +3.
Nope. Ghost Stomper. You must be correct when correcting somebody. You must be correct when it is GMT +3 in the spring and the summer, and GMT +2 in the fall and the winter. You know why? Because we still do that hour jump ahead, jump back bullcrap stuff. Whereas we thought the same thing, Ghost Stomper. We did the same exact thing. In fact, I just said to my brother today, I said, I have to get on the website now, and I have to change that stuff where we go live and stuff,
right?
Because it says GMT +2 and blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Yeah, we use the summertime, the light saving time and stuff like that.
Did that
you know what? I do have to give it to Ghost Stomper. Now I'm about to make him semi-right. Okay. I'm about to make him semi-right. I think I'm incorrect then. No, we know you're incorrect. Don't worry about it, Ghost Stomper. We know you're incorrect. You don't have to think no more, okay? But we're going to give you the kudos, and we're going to give it to you. You know why I'm going to give it to you? Because we are in the summertime, my brother. We are getting the summertime. For my man, he is getting into the wintertime. Booyah. So for him, he's thinking winter. He's not thinking summer.
Yep.
Therefore, it's GMT +2. So I have to have his back on this one. Ghost Stomper. Bro code. I'm with you. I got you. Then, so, yeah, I'm surprised Pete hasn't been blown away yet.
I'm still here, man. Yeah, hanging in there. I think it's the what you call that? The
aerodynamics.
Aerodynamics. Thank you. Yeah, that's what it is. Aerodynamics.
You guys are getting serious wind down there, man. I'm watching roofs getting blown over.
Crazy out here. Roads being washed away. Yeah, it's kind of nuts over here, man.
Yeah. I tried to do a wellness check for you all yesterday because CNN came on here and they're showing areas. They were showing parts of the areas where it was water. I mean, freaking
Yeah, ostriches almost drowning. That's crazy. Water
man, it was
here.
crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So, and you're not any. Are you near that part of it, Pete? Are you near
No.
that part?
I mean, I'm slap bang in the middle of the city. Apart from a gust or here or two, and we're still good over here. Yeah, just the suburbs is good.
So, what are the devastated parts of the South Africa that they're showing? What are the parts that are being devastated? I mean,
It's mostly on the coastal areas. I don't know much about what's happening inland, but the coastal areas are having the most of the winds. It's the winds that are really messing up things. It's these are the highest winds we've had in nearly a decade now, on average. So Garden Route, as Ghost Stomper says there, it's all the coastal regions. Yeah, from Cape Town all the way up to Durban, up further up north. Yeah.
or Maddie just farted. I don't know which one it was. It could have just been Maddie farted. So
That's a large burp.
well, he's so full of shit that you can imagine. Listen, if Maddie, where are you? Where is Maddie? I can't pick on somebody when they're not here. God damn it, Maddie! I wish you were here. So, if aliens ask why humans open the fridge 5 times, hoping new food magically appears, we all do that, right? Open the fridge door, close the fridge door, go back 2 minutes later, open it again, and say, "Well, maybe there's something I missed." How would you explain this action? How would you explain this?
I don't even know how to explain it because I do that a lot of times when I'm not even hungry. I just check on it.
That's
Just open it, just check on it, and close it.
I'll tell the alien sativa. That's
Sativa. This is the reason.
Google sativa.
Yeah, that's the thing. You open it with a purpose. Maybe you find something to munch on.
Yeah, but in Sativa's defense, I'm coming to everything's defense tonight. In Sativa's defense, it's like this, man. If I had opened that door the first time, everything in there would have seemed beautiful. It would have seemed okay. I wouldn't have had to close it to go back the second time. The second time would have been for an encore. No,
Just it's trusting reality to give you like encore, the post credits sensation. You've seen everything that's delicious, but you kind of want to carry on to see what else is going to be even more delicious. I suppose it's that hopefulness. Is that it?
It is, man. I'll tell you. Ghost Stomper asked a question here. It's not on our list, but it's a cool question. What would you want for a pet, but you can't have? Now, can't is one of those words that is what's the word I'm thinking of? Not interpretable. Is subjective. Can't is subjective, right? Because for me, I can have this pet I want, which is a ball python snake. But subjectively, I cannot have it because if I get one, my wife is going to kick my ass and maybe throw me out the door. So I can't really have it, but I really do want it. Now, I was thinking about getting it and keeping it at my boy Milo's house, and I can go visit it.
Interesting theory.
Okay.
I was thinking about it.
I don't know what to say about that.
Vinay says a hyena.
Ooh, yeah. They're kind of like dogs, but not quite.
Yeah,
so they would kind of be.
Yeah, they're like dog cats. They're like cat dogs. They're like kind of in between a dog and a cat. But yeah, they're more on the dog side. Has anybody seen those memes on Facebook with that guy with his laughing hyena?
Yeah,
I think his name
in the car. In the car where he's
in
telling
the car.
I haven't seen that yet. I'll go to see it at some point.
Oh, it's beautiful. He has all these memes out where he tells a stupid joke and the hyena just he starts laughing. Oh, you'll just die. You'll start rolling. You'll be like, but it's AI. There's no way that's real, man. But the guy, do you think that's real? No way, man.
Oh yeah. I think it's real.
You think it's real?
Oh yeah.
Milo.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to hand the guy credit. If it's not real, the guy does a great job on the looking of it and does a great job on if it's not real. But I think it's got to be AI, or he uses a lot of different backgrounds like we do on his things because there's no way these people are letting him. I just saw him in a stadium at a game, and he was sitting up with a jersey on, and he told a joke, and he was watching a game behind him. So
I only saw the ones inside the car. So
the car.
Man, you got to check it out. If you ever see it, it's funny as hell. He tells the most stupid jokes, but the hyena starts like because they call them laughing hyenas, right? Because they laugh. And so and the hyena, it's so fun. At first, I thought it was not AI. At first, I thought it was real. But the more I'm saying, how could he get him in these? How does that hyena know to laugh at exactly those moments?
Train him.
Train him.
Yeah, you train him. Is it wearing a seat? Is it? Can you train a hyena to laugh at dad jokes?
I don't know, but I got to tell you, it's one of the funniest things, and he nails it. If it's AI, he nails the look over, he nails the timing of it, and he nails everything perfectly if he does. So I personally thought it was real, and I just now that I'm starting to think it's AI. I don't know. It's just it's funny. So let me see. An owl for me. Ghost Arm says it's an owl.
Yeah.
Vinay says a hyena. Ghost Armor says an owl. Echo Drift is laughing at us. Well, some people do like stuff like that. Sora, hello, glad to have you.
Hello.
Yeah. So
welcome.
So what would your guys' animals be?
Man, I'd go for orangutan. Most is like it would be kind of like a buddy, because they're kind of smart, but they still.
Pete, you're walking into this one for me, brother. You're walking into this one, Pete. Pete,
yeah?
Walk yourself out of this one for me, please, because I'm finding a need to say a lot of shit, bro. Which is,
I'm not gonna moonwalk out of that one. No,
they're quite powerful and unpredictable, my brother.
That's why you can't. That's the subject of can't. That
they are the smartest apes, are they not? They are the smartest of the ape family, the orangutan, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just reading a thing that they're actually getting put on the endangered species list now. They're on the endangered species. They either have just been put on, or they're being put on like in the next year or two, because of all they're from South America, I believe. Yes, Pete, they're from South America, the orangutans, right?
Yeah, Southeast Asia, I think.
Ecuador, somewhere, Brazil.
Ooh, yeah, I'm not actually. Now I'm not sure now, because I thought they were like from the Philippines and that Indonesia and that area, rather than South America.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check into it, but I do know that they're on this because of all the foresting going on. Because wherever it is, there's a lot of foresting. That's why I thought it was South America with the Brazilian rainforest. Because wherever it is, there's a lot of foresting going on, which is taking away all the orangutans home. And unlike other species, they are unable to come into our lives and make it. They're not adapting to that, so they're dying off, unfortunately. Yeah, I agree with you. Orangutan's cool. What do you say, Milo?
Man, probably it's gonna be one of three. It's
one of three.
It's either a raven, a cappuccino monkey, or a fox.
Okay. Fuck the raven. They're bitches. The cappuccino monkey. The cappuccino monkey's pretty cool, man. Cappuccino monkey ones with
the round face. They look like a burger. The face looks like a burger or something like that.
Just like you, Pete. Almost just like you. He's got that adorable. He's got that adorable little face. He's got that adorable little face like this, bro. He just looks like that. Yeah, he looks just like that. No, he's cappuccino. I tell you all the time, my brother. You is cappuccino. You is cappuccino. I tell you that all the time.
Yeah.
So the cappuccino monkey. The cappuccino monkey. Or the other one. Which one's the other one?
The fox.
The fox. What do you say, Pete? Fox?
Fox. Which one though? Because there's different kinds of foxes. There's the North American red fox.
The red
the tiny, cute. And then,
those ones.
Yeah, and then you have like the more European. I don't know what those are called, but there's a difference.
Don't forget the Arctic. Don't forget the Arctic fox. You got the Arctic fox too, brother, man.
The Arctic fox, the one that dives into the snow head first.
That's the Arctic. Man. He looks like a polar bear, but doesn't.
Yeah, those are cute as well.
They're cute as well. Man.
Yeah.
It has to be either the red one or the white one.
All right. See, I thought Pete was going to give me a lesson on foxes the way he said, well, there's all kinds of foxes. Instead, he just says, well, you know what? There's that fox, and then what's the other one?
Yeah, I know. I had to speak with some authority when talking about foxes, right? No.
You said that with such confidence, my brother. I thought we were going to get a National Geographic special done right. I was ready to say, my brother, put me on solo. We here at It's Not Okay TV do have a National Geographic special for you, presented by your one and only. Yeah.
Quite
man. So, man, let me see. Shane says the orangutan is from Southeast Asia. Thank you, Shane. Echo Drift says a gorilla would protect me and be a good friend. It has to be housebroken and tame. Why? Most men aren't. Why you got to be so particular, Echo Drift? You know, Shane also says a wolverine would be his pet. And Skrzat says a latte tiger.
A latte tiger?
I got to say, I never heard of a latte tiger before, if I'm honest with myself and others. But my brother is going to check into a latte tiger right now because I see the whiteness on his face. Google. You know, you can tell when somebody's doing Google because their whole face goes white. The screen brightens up with Google, and
they get the Google face.
In fact, when we do trivia from now on, we should actually make everybody be a guest so we can see everybody's face light up who goes to Google. That's what we should do. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're nice.
What?
Yeah,
the latte tiger? There is such a thing as a latte tiger.
Yeah, it's a brand of coffee.
Oh, it's
I know what a latte is, man, but there's no such thing as a latte tiger, right?
Okay. Did we walk right into that one? Okay. Oh,
I think so, brother, because they're picking on me. They're picking on you and me right now about that was the joke before the cappuccino monkey related joke, and latte tiger before the cappuccino monkey. So they're picking on me for being a dick, and they're picking on you for being latte colored.
Yeah, that's a minute of my life I won't get back.
This is too fucking. They pick on us for two different reasons, man. Well, man, I have to ask. You know, listen, Pete.
Yeah.
Man, can I ask a racial question over here to the chat?
Fire away, man.
Fire away. No, you and I had this conversation. Once because it's about cultural differences, not a racial question. It's about cultural differences. In America, we refer to a man of color, a colored man. Do you remember this conversation, Pete?
I do.
And he said, "Please don't do that." I said, "Okay, I will not do that, and I will not do that anymore." You know, because Pete said we like to be called black men. Am I right, Pete? Is it?
I said me in particular. You know.
Okay, you in particular. Yeah. But you in particular prefer to be called a black man. Ashai, okay? But I'm not saying anything off color here, right? I'm not saying anything wrong. This was a real conversation, right? Okay. Yeah. Well, this is the cultural difference, right? Because in America, if you say a black man, they jump on you. When I say they, I mean the left. They jump on you for calling them a black man or something. They're colored men, right? Mm-hmm. So this was my point. It's not really a racial thing. It's a factual thing. This is the situation. So that's why I did that. But here is now the part that comes off of that a little bit for me. Uh-huh. Who in your right mind would look at this man and call him a black man? That man is not black. That man at best is fudge. At best. Fudge.
It's fudge.
At best.
No. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. You asked me to do something that's just my eyes deceived me. Man, all right, man. I got nothing but love for you, brother. Man, how about if aliens asked you what your soul's ringtone sounds like? What sound or song would you have it set at?
Do you know that song from the circus?
Exactly.
100%.
Good one, yeah. Oh man. Oh,
Yeah, that could be, man. Man, that could be. Yeah, man,
that's a good one.
that's actually pretty good. I didn't think about it because it kind of outdoes the one I had in mind. If my soul had a ringtone, a sound, or a song, what would I have it set at?
Oh my goodness, that's a good question, man. Because can it be just one? I'm thinking maybe one or two, but woof.
You can do a remix of 2.
Mine would be Ride the Lightning. But I forgot who it was. Warren something or other. Ride the Lightning.
Warren G?
No, who sings that song, Ride the Lightning? God damn. Ride the Lightning.
Oh man.
Ride the Lightning by not the Metallica one. Not by Metallica. No, not Metallica.
Gold Rift.
Ride the Lightning.
Yeah, but it's not a Metallica one, man. It's a different one. And I forgot. Warren something, I think. Warren Zeters. Where did Pete go?
I think he's searching for a song and he's buffering right now.
It's Warren Zeters. Zeiders.
Oops.
That would be the song.
Yeah, welcome back.
Warren Zeters.
Yeah,
Pete.
sorry about that. I crashed out. I don't know what happened. What?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, the song I'm thinking of is "Ride the Lightning" by Warren Zeters. Zeiders. That would be my soul song, I think. Mama always said I was born on the wild side, one foot in the grave and the other trying to walk the line. Yeah, that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think that would be my soul song.
Oh man.
Let me see. What do we have here? We have Shane Chambers, "Ride On" by AC/DC.
You see.
We got Vinay saying some fucking South African shit I can't pronounce.
That's not South African shit. Don't put that on us. Don't put that shit on us. That's Scandinavian stuff. Take that back up north. Nope.
"Da som nu for alltid" will be mine at this moment.
Those
Did I
words
do
don't exist.
Did I do close, Pete? Did I go close? "Da som nu for alltid." Am I close?
I plead the fifth. I don't know what the hell that is. She should explain what it is. I don't know what that is.
Oh, man. Or "Don't Fear the Reaper." Skrzat says, or
Ooh,
"Don't
that's
Fear the Reaper." Another great tune right there. Yeah, baby, don't fear the Reaper. And I forgot these words. This happened to me on a radio station after I was on X Factor. They asked me to be on a radio station. I got on the radio station to do an interview, and they asked me, "Hey, sing a song."
Oh no!
Yeah, they did on the radio station, and I panicked. And I have the whole setup. I'm at a studio. I'm at the whole 9 yards, and I started singing, "This little bus goes round and round."
Oh no!
Blanked out of every song I ever knew, man. I ever knew.
This was before the internet, I'm thinking, because I would be immediately looking for a clip of that.
Oh, you should find it.
Actually, this was about 8 years ago, man. About 8 years ago. Man, it was horrible. I totally blanked out. My brain just went blank. It's the same with "Don't Fear the Reaper." I know almost every word of that song. I know almost every word of that "Ride the Lightning." But as soon as I started saying it, I can only get a sentence out. That is what it is. What can I tell you? So we all have our own words, man. Our own soul ringtone. What if aliens asked you what normal activity looks completely insane from the outside? Which one would you choose? What do us humans do that if they were looking at it from above would look completely insane to them? And I see that's when I would turn back on them. I'd be like, "Fuckers, you asked me enough questions already. You're the one sitting above us. You tell me what it is we do." Yeah.
You're the one with the perspective.
That's right. I would turn that right back to them. Don't ask me. So,
texting and driving. Chambers says,
Renee says everything.
Everything.
And Shane says texting and driving. Making a bet. Why is making a bed insane? Echo Drift. Echo just says making a bed is insane. I just think that's proper hygiene.
Oh, yeah? I'm trying to think of an activity where you'd be observing it from a distance.
Masturbation. Male masturbation. I mean, you have to look at that from sitting above and going, "What the fuck? What the fuck, dude?" You know, you got to.
That and brushing one's teeth. You know, if you don't know what the context, it's almost like the same thing. Crazy.
Yeah. If you don't know what it is, you just see that kind of stuff. So, man, I don't know. I think there's a lot of things we do. I think probably one of them would be
getting heavily drunk till we pass out.
Getting drunk till we pass out. That's one. Staggering around the streets. Yeah. Do you have much of that down in South Africa, Pete?
Every 2 hours, you know, all I can do is every 2 hours I look outside there's somebody, you know, stumbling somewhere. I think jogging is one of them. Jogging. I mean, if you're observing from a distance, why run out the house and run back in? What is that?
It's the worst exercise from the sport. The worst exercise that you can do is jogging. It's horrible.
Hey. Yeah, it's horrible, and it sucks on your legs too, man. It's not good for your legs.
Knees on every joint.
Jogging.
What do you say we do one more, fellas? One more. You want to do one more? You want to do more than one more? Whatever you want to do. We're at an hour and a half. You know, we keep our Tuesdays to about an hour and a half. Pete has a show tonight, don't you, Pete?
Oh, no. I got to do stuff that I canceled the show for tonight. A, I don't have a guest, and B, I got to move my studio to a different room because I got stuff happening. Yeah, I'd much rather.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'd cancel the show. Rather plan a different one from a different day.
You didn't give us no notification. That's fucked up.
Well, you were already online. Yeah. Well, you know, I did tell you know. Now you know.
Now you know. It's crystal clear.
You could have got Ghost Stomper to host your show for you tonight. You could have contacted Ghost Stomper and said, "Ghost Stomper, take over the upper room." And he just said, "My pleasure, Pete." He just said, "My pleasure."
I'm keeping that for next time. You in the chamber, Ghost Stomper. You in the chamber, bro.
Ghost Stomper. You hear that, my brother? You're gonna have to do some on the upper room, some of this stuff. On the upper room, Ghost Stomper. You're gonna have to do it, brother. Man, if aliens asked you what normal human activity looks completely insane, I did that, right? If aliens asked you why do human beings talk to their pets like they understand, what would be your explanation?
Man,
right on, Ghost. I'm with you.
I think the thing is not why do we talk with the pets? Why do we talk with them in a baby voice? That's my question. Why?
Why not just normal average English? You have to go.
Hey, dog, come here.
And usually the dog is either in its adult phase of its life. So if an alien has been observing, you'd be wondering, why are you talking to that grown adult like that with a baby voice?
Yeah.
Well, because Ghost Stomper thinks that because we believe they understand us. We believe that, you know, I think they do understand, though. That's the thing. So he's 100% right. He's 100% right. I talk to my dog because I do think they believe, man. I do think they understand. What are you trying to say, that I'm wrong, Ghost Stomper? You trying to say they don't understand? Because a dog can understand up to, I think it's 2,000 or 3,000. Let's say 2. Let's go on the low side. 2,000 words, man.
That's true.
It's true.
That's the entire English language, isn't it?
Yeah, and I only say 4 or 5 words to him. Get down, motherfucker. Get out, motherfucker. I only say a couple of words to my dog. Shut up, motherfucker. You know, I only say a couple of words to my dog. I mean, they really need to learn that.
And they do understand when you say, "Come here, go get the stick." Bring me your toy.
True.
it's time to eat.
They do. That's true.
They
That's
don't
true.
understand.
He's saying we're not. He's saying that we're not. He's not saying we're wrong or right. Diplomatic answer. He's being very diplomatic. He's not saying we're wrong or right, but he is saying that we do believe, and he's not wrong with that, right? He's not wrong because we do believe.
The problem is when you're trying to have a full-blown conversation with your dog. That's where the problem.
Well, why is that a problem? I do that quite often. I sit there and tell my whole life story to my dog, and then I'll go out and tell a whole different life story to the other dog. Then I'll go change the story over to the other. I give each one of my dogs a different version of my life and see which one comes. I like to do that to see which one's talking. I like to see which one can't keep a secret. I tell them that.
Do your dogs look at you like this?
Yeah, they do. They do. They kind of look at me like, "What are you saying, dude?" That's not what Susie told me. That's not what Susie. I said, Susie's the talker, is she? Yeah. That's how you tell, man. So let me see what we got going on here. We got CT is offline for a few days. Joey's my agent. Yeah, man, I would be your agent any day, my brother. I'd be a pretty good agent, Ghost Stomper, believe it or not, because I really would be.
I can believe that. I can believe that. You can sell ice cream to an ice cream maker. Yeah, I can believe that.
I kind of always wanted to do that, to be honest. I always kind of wanted to be somebody's agent. I always did. I always wanted that, like the Jerry Maguire. I wanted to be like a Jerry Maguire. But after he put his not a memo. His what was that word he used? Not a memo. I forgot what it was. Whatever it was. But after he did it, I wanted to be that guy, the guy with the personal, be close, have 3 or 4 clients, and just not have 20, but have 3 or 4, but mean something to them and make them all they could be. Yeah. So I always kind of wanted to do that. So let me see. Why don't the pets talk back, Echo Drift Axe? Because they know better. They get their asses whacked if they talk back. They look at me and they go, "Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about? You stop it right now." So they know better. They know better. See, they kind of do talk back, Vinay says. I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I believe, would a Russian dog understand an English person, Shane asks. We must ponder that for a moment, Shane. But to an alien, they wouldn't know that. And Vinay says, I'll ask my hyena for some financial advice.
Of course. Oh, man.
You never heard the hyena complaining about money, so they're doing okay.
Exactly.
You never heard that, right? You never heard a hyena bitching about money, man. You might have a good strategy there, Vinay. Yeah.
You're onto something.
Ghost says, okay, if I show him the money. So I got to show him the money.
Oh, yes.
Again, the Jerry Maguire stuff. Show me the money. Yes.
Classic.
Mission statement. It's not a memo. It's a mission statement was the word I was looking for. If an alien asked you which body part has the worst attitude on a human, what body part are you calling out? I'm saying the nose. Because it's either the nose, or I actually gave myself the second one, the balls, because, man, they ugly, and there's no need for them to be slapping you and hurting you and getting hurt. There's no reason for all that bullshit they give to a guy, right? Getting caught in zippers and shit. There's a lot of bullshit.
Whoa, what kind of pants are you wearing, brother? What is this?
I'm just trying to say it's the balls. Balls is a close second, but I'm going with the nose as a first one because it just sticks its face. It sticks itself in there before any other part of your body. It's just like it wants to give attitude. People know, because think about it. You look at somebody, what's the first thing you notice? It's not their eyes. It's not their teeth, unless you're a real black man. Then you notice the teeth first.
And you get the teeth first.
Yeah, well, it's true, right? So you notice the nose first. You notice the nose first on everybody. Whenever you see somebody, the first thing you see is their nose. So that's the body part of the human that I say has the most attitude.
Yeah, I'd go for the shins. I'd go for the you're right. You're not wrong there. I'd go for the shins because they got one job. They got one job to do. It's not like a body part, like a knee, where it's meant to balance you. It's like your ear, where you it's part of your face. You hear with it. It's got multiple functions. Shin, one thing, but when you hit it, it's supposed to, hold you up, but when you hit it, it's the most painful thing, and it's not meant to be the most painful thing because it's one of the most exposed. Yeah, I don't like how it's when it comes down to it, it doesn't hold up. I don't like shins.
It's a fake confidence the shin has.
Yeah.
It's some sort of fake confidence. It's like there to protect you, but then says fuck it when he gets hit, right? I ain't protecting you. I'm going to put you down on the ground. Yeah, but I'm not sure.
On the side of a table, that kind of. You just suddenly you can't do anything. You're down. It's a shin. Yeah, there you go. That's what I mean.
Would you rather get kicked in the number 2, my number 2 spot, or would you rather get kicked in the shin? Not that you'd rather be kicked in either one of them, but which one would you rather have?
Give me the shin. I don't know.
In the shin?
I'm protecting the crown jewels. The shins first, the crown jewels later.
See, I'm going for my crown. I'm going for the crown jewels because I only got the one. So chances are they're going to miss. The chances are they're going to miss. They're going to kick. If I just make a slight little think, a little, it's going to swing at just the right moment. And there's not going to be anything there. So I'll be like, go for it. Yeah.
With the shin, you got 2 of them. They're right there, and they quite. Yeah,
you're going to hit that son of a bitch, and it's going to hurt. Yeah. So, man. Let me see. Milo, let's get to you in 1 second. Ghost Armor says the pinky toe doesn't do anything. It gets really bad if you don't clean them. Toe jam is one of the worst smells. Makes you retch.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong, and I'm not going to get into how does he know about the smell of toe jam. I'm not going to get into that. But I think I kind of know because I have once in a while dug through my toes and found that little and said, well, what is that? And smelled my finger after, like, how everybody says smell my finger. I said, that's my toe. So yeah, I kind of get you if you're being honest, man. I guess I'm being honest. So Ghost Stomper has right on that one. And ew, says Vinay, and she's 100% right with the ew. And Vinay likes toes, by the way, Ghost Stomper. Skirzat says, nose is interesting. You can actually identify a human by his breathing pattern with 97% accuracy, similar to a fingerprint.
God damn. Okay.
Didn't know that, right?
Me neither.
Yeah, I need to practice. Is that you? Breathe quickly. Is that you? I don't know who you are. Breathe.
Renee says, I'm not a hockey player, so skin doesn't bother me anymore. Shin doesn't bother me anymore, is what she meant to say. And I used to work in a salon, and it's terrible. Yeah, so man, and Milo, what do you think?
How about the ears?
The ears.
Yeah, as you grow older, they become bigger, right? But you hear,
right, that's what I hear, yeah.
Your hearing goes down. You should hear better as they go bigger, right?
That's right. That's true. It's almost exactly.
What's the point?
I didn't think about that.
I think the nose and the ears are the 2 things that constantly grow on your, other than hair. I think as far as body parts, I think it's your nose and your ears that grow for all your life. Which brings me back to that question number 3 or 4 that we went to about the attended meeting. What part of the body? And there's somebody, they didn't want to be there. They didn't want to be there when they designed the part body. Now I'm going to the phallus. Because why would they let your ears grow and your nose grow and then make that shit shrink as you get older?
Yeah, that's a design flaw. If I ever,
that's a design flaw. That's like somebody went to him. He said, "I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Just put it there. Just put it there." Right? That is what that is. So that brings me back to our question 3. That's all I'm trying to say. All right, let's do one more, guys. Let's do one more, man. Let me see. Let me try to pick out a decent one, man. It's I got a lot here to read. I don't want to read. Man, if aliens asked you to explain love, money, bathrooms, and social media in 1 sentence, how embarrassed would we be?
Love, money. What's that list? Love, money,
bathrooms, and social media in 1 sentence, how embarrassed would we be? Or if aliens asked why humans rehearse arguments in the shower but then lose them in real life, what would you tell them?
You want to be prepared.
You always want to always be prepared.
I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of rehearsing my arguments. When I know I'm going to meet somebody and I got something to say to, man, for hours, I'll be talking to myself. People actually go, "What are you doing?" I say, "I'm practicing an argument." I'm never mind the shower. I'm practicing what I'm going to say. And it never, ever, ever, not 100% of the time does it never go away that I practiced it for 2 or 3 hours beforehand. Never does.
Yeah, imagine going for an argument and you go like, "Yeah, you know what?" And they look at you and say, "You know what? You're right." Not bad.
That's happened so many times. Like, that's happened.
Right out of your sight. You have the whole speech written down. What? No.
Right? That happens to all of us, doesn't it? I mean, I don't know what to say. Listen, I think it's been a fun time. I think it's been a fun night. We're going to call it quits here. Pete's got things to do. It's getting late, and our Tuesdays are normally supposed to be 1 hour, 20 minutes, but it's been such a good time. We ran through it another 20 minutes, so we went through it an extra 20 minutes. Good.
So much
You
fun,
guys
guys.
over in the chat are fantastic. Pete, you're fantastic. But now is the time that I shut up, and I let you guys do the talking. And Pete, being as how you're our guest, the stage is yours. Promote your channel. Say thank yous. Do whatever you got to do. Go watch whatever it is you want. The channel is yours. Go.
I'm not washing any cars right now, but I will say this. Thanks for having me on. I'm not having a show on tonight. Got to prepare for that one. There's some topics I'd like to speak about that's better than I prepared for. Think about and pray for the people who are having issues with the rain, 40,000 of them. And the other thing, pray for Milo and Joey over here because it's about to hit summertime and I know they're going to get sunburnt. Other than that, catch me on Sunday afternoon for the Sunday lunch show. I would appreciate if you joined me. Got some things to talk about.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Pete. We do appreciate it. You're a hell of a guest, man. Always like having you. Sorry we interfered with your moving moments, but definitely glad to see you're A-okay with all that South African trouble going on down there.
That's good, man. Thanks.
You're a good brother, man. Good brother. Great. Thank you for having us. Milo, what do you got to say?
Pete, thank you for joining us tonight. It's been one wonderful show. We had a lot of laughs. Thank you, everybody in the chat room, for being here with us and supporting us. Man, it's been a blast. Spread the kindness, spread the love, and we'll see you Thursday. Bye. Thursday.
Topic unknown, but Thursday.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get us a special guest for next Thursday, not this Thursday. I'm going to try. It depends on the weather here in Romania, if I can get that or not, because we have a guest lined up that I'd like to get, but I have to have some good weather because we want to do a special. We want to do it around the poolside and stuff outside. So.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah. We'd like to do that.
Yeah.
So, but it depends on the weather. If not next Thursday, upcoming will be a special guest. Until then, my brother, something else you'd like to say to people or anything, or share, like, subscribe, anything?
Subscribe, smash the bell icon, and share the video to your worst enemy. We cannot do that. We don't have the heart.
Hey, I'll do it for you one more time. Bam! Get him.
That's not fair.
Well, I love the little hearts that came up out of his hands, man. He did that like a graphic artist. Did you see that?
I got more for you. Pop it down. Let's get it. Keep it moving. Boom. There's more of that stuff.
Look at that. And he's even doing it. Look, Mom, no hands. Man, let me tell you something. To all the people in the chat, you guys know how we feel. You make it happen. You are our flow. You are our love. You are all the things that make things possible and why you make it all enjoyable. Pete, you're an awesome guest. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And of course, you got my brother Milo there. Without him, none of it's possible. So, I'm Joey Schitz. On behalf of my brother, Milo Giggles, together we make Schitz and Giggles. This is the It's Not Okay TV channel. It's so long, farewell, but never goodbye. We'll catch you on Thursday, same time.